Well, the independent colleges of Indiana and IIBTV Community College are underway with yet another partnership. IIBTV will work with the 30 independent colleges of Indiana schools and universities to create transfer pathways, new programs, and dual admissions for students. In our education segment this week, pleased to welcome to the show IIBTV Vice President for Academic Affairs, Russ Baker, and ICI President and CEO, David Wantz. And they're here with details on the partnership and future partnerships as well. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
David, I'll start with you.
Sure.
ICI represents 30 independent colleges around the state of Indiana. As you talk about this partnership with IIBTV, on the one hand, you would look and say it may be a strange partnership, but as you dive down a little more, there seems to be a lot of synergy potential.
Well, there's more connecting us together than there is keeping us apart. We all live in Indiana. All of our campuses are in communities that are pretty close to IIBTV campuses, and we're all serving the same population. So we think it's the right thing to do to try and reduce costs for students and to accelerate them getting getting them through their degrees and into graduate school or work. And we're also concerned about the businesses in Indiana to make sure that we're supplying the right kinds of people that they need to carry forward.
I want to talk about the potential impact on workforce. Russ, as you look at from an IIBTV perspective, what's driving this partnership? We're talking off camera, it's kind of leadership that's pushing this out there, and there could be additional partnerships in the future.
Absolutely. It isn't new for IIBTV to be working with independent colleges across the state. As David said, we've had relationships in the past, but this is really, I think, a fresh focus on that. And what we're really trying to do is, from an IIBTV perspective, is the more good opportunities we have for our students to transfer within the state of Indiana, the better it is for, I think, our state and for our students. Yeah. So we love the fact that the independent colleges are doing this without a legislative mandate, but they're doing it because they've decided it's the thing they want to do.
David, talk about this partnership and preparing the whole student and the impact that it can have potentially in addressing workforce issues around the state.
Right. So there's something known as the T-shaped intellect. Businesses will tell us that they want students to be ready, job ready on day one. Absolutely. But they're also looking for students who can sustain a career. So they want people who know how to find information, they're creative, they work well together in teams, they have tenacity, they know how to communicate, they can read, they write. Those are those broad kinds of skills that the liberal arts really does seek to instill in students. And
IIBTV has tremendous technical expertise, so combining the strengths of the liberal arts institutions with the strengths of IIBTV.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Talk about how this impacts then potentially cost. Educational cost is such a huge issue.
Well, it's no secret that education is expensive, and IIBTV gives students the opportunity to go for their first year or two and save a significant tens of thousands of dollars off the total cost, but still get that degree from one of the ICI schools that they might seek. So the cost benefit is in the tens of thousands.
Wow. Yeah. Is this, and David, I'll ask you the final question, is that's looking forward, a potential partnership. It seems like we're in a day and age when lots of people are getting together and exploring new and different ways of partnering to impact workforce, to impact the educational experience. Do you see a bright future between your organizations?
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny because Dr. Elsperman and I were at a luncheon together, and she leaned across the table and said, I've got kind of a crazy idea for you. And it was, because of our proximity, if some of your students at private colleges wanted to get a certificate as they were going through their college degree, we think we could work that out. Well, that was just music to our ears. Yeah. I think it is. It's a leadership piece, and we're all looking forward to how we can help Indiana grow.
Looking forward to the story and watching that impact on workforce as well. David Wantz with the Independent Colleges of Indiana. Russ Baker with IIBTV Community College. Thank you both very much.
Thank you, Gerry.
Thank you.